Welcome back to M Hood Fishing, everybody. Bit of a late start this morning. It is just a little bit after 8 a.m. I was hoping that we'd get some overcast. It is forecasted to be cloudy today, but at the moment we got the sun beaming down on us. It's not too bad because we're in the woods here. Look at this. This is the Mississippi River. However, this is a little channel that I think is man-made, cut all the way back to a big pond that's back there that looks, ooh, something busting bait right there. Back there, that pond looks like a harbor in a way. We're not going to go back there. This is one of my spots that I have done a lot of fun stuff at. And this morning, we're just going to mess around for a while. We're going to look for cats, and we're going to look for white bass and skipjack. All that can be done here. I'm actually the second shift of fisherman. When I got here, there were a father-son team taking off. Had a conversation with them. They hadn't done much. When I arrived, they were just pulling in a stingray. They said the fish weren't biting too good this morning. But as I've been here throughout that conversation and after it, I've observed stuff feeding right in front of the mouth of this channel. So that tells me that there's something going on. There is intermittent feeding, and if we do get overcast, maybe that'll pick up. But we got to hurry up. We're going to get a bait out real quick. We got to put a new leader on. I just have bluegill for cut bait. Some are medium, some are small. So we're going to start out with a smaller hook. We're going to use a 6/0, put out a small piece. There is a chance that we'll get a skipjack once we start throwing things. So we might be able to switch to a big piece, but I think at the moment, a small piece might actually give us some action. The gentlemen that were here before me, they were not fishing for white bass. They were fishing the bottom. Maybe a little closer in, I saw 2-ounce lead on their line, and we are using 4. We got a 10-foot rod here. It's the only rod we're going to put out on the bottom. We got 80-pound braid. The river stage I'm fishing this morning is 4.2 according to the gauge up at Carrollton. So the river's fairly low. It's supposed to drop, predicted to drop anyway, down below 4 to 3 something within a week or more. Look at this, we already got a bit of traffic. A tankerman's coming past us. We are in fairly deep water, good distance out there. And I do have my bait runner engaged because I'm going to turn my back. 2 rods I brought for white bass, skipjack. I don't think we're in the right territory for topwater. I think we're just a little too late. Maybe if we get really heavy overcast, because we are seeing some overcast, but it's very sparse. We're gonna do this, a sumo spoon. Our bullet weight is 3/8 ounce this morning. I'm about to figure out if I need to change that to a 1/2 ounce. This particular setup is fairly light. This is a medium light rod, 10-pound test mono, 10-pound test leader. It's pretty fun to pull in a white bass on. This is pretty much the whole reason why I got this rod, to do white bass and bigger crappie, because it's got a little more backbone. We're just gonna focus close in. You see that? I think that may have been a gar, but there's definitely bait right here in this mouth. That stuff is hitting. With these sumo spoons, you just throw them out and reel them in. You don't have to shake it or anything, jerk it or anything like that. Oh, there we go. Oh, something chased in the spoon right there. That's a good sign. So I've had 1 bite out there and 1 bite in here. I had a white bass come chasing me in, and it's almost 9 o'clock. There we go. Oh, he's right here. just going to keep repeating that because that's twice. I think it's a white bass. That's twice he's come for the spoon as we bring it in right here off the bank here. Come in a little slower, see if he... Nope, he's not there now. Something might be going on. This is my second bait out there. Yeah, I'm getting a hit. This is a headpiece now. This is actually the first bite that I've seen. I have my drag set pretty tight on my bait runner, but I'm gonna go ahead and disengage. This is what I expect when I come late to the game, when I started at 8 instead of pre-dawn, to sit and wait forever for something to happen. Okay, so this kind of reminds me of a gar. At this time of the day, with the water temps I have in the low 80s, very possible to pick up an alligator gar. With that in mind, let me do something. Down on the bottom, there's that. I did not bring the landing net, just fish grips, and this is all I need if it is an alligator gar. I've gone ahead and sat back down. I don't know if anything's going to come from that. I'm going to give it maybe 10 more minutes, watching it attentively, and then make sure we still have bait. Gotcha. Finally. Oh, skipjack. Yeah. That is awesome. Does one skipjack make a video? Probably a bad video, but yeah, that's the first fish. Not the first bite, but first fish up on the bank. It is almost 10 o'clock now. I've been periodically throwing stuff. I got a Johnson silver spoon on the other rod, and then this is the Sumo spoon. I've been watching the rod. As you saw, I had one bite. Got a body piece out there now. Had a head piece. That's what I had the bite on. This is what it's like when you come too late. Well, I mean, to be fair, you could come late and all of a sudden be super surprised, but yeah, I can feel the heat coming on. This isn't the hottest part of the day. The hottest part of the day should be around 3. But oh, there was another bite. It is humid. For the longest, I was just sitting down doing nothing, watching that rod. But what I've got going on here, this is my game plan. This is my tactic when it's like this for me. I've got my white bass and skipjack rods real close to me, and I sit here and I watch that, and I watch this water. And when I start to see activity out there, I'll get up and start throwing. And what's up right now is the overcast. Now it's saving me a little bit. I'm not burning up. The humidity's not getting at me as much as it was because of this overcast, but this overcast is bringing these fish closer in, chasing the bait. Because skipjack and white bass, they like low light situations. It doesn't mean that they're going to only feed at night. They will feed during the day, but if you have an overcast day, your chances are better. It helps your odds out a little bit. That is absolutely massive. You know, if you really want a very productive morning session, your best odds are going to be to start at pre-dawn or just before pre-dawn. It's not going to be so bad if you get started at sunrise, but today we got a line out just after 8, and that was just I don't mean to rhyme, but it was just a little too late. So it's a one skipjack video. But yeah, that is massive, and it is late. It is right before lunchtime. I'm hungry. Let's go. Thanks for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and I will see you next time.